Zach Meslani now making his way to the stage. Meslani in the black and white. Expect fireworks, ladies and gentlemen.
This is Zach from 10th Planet Bethlehem.
10th Planet Bethlehem.
Veritable dream team of killers.
Him and JM
Yes, sir.
holding down the fort at 10th Planet Bethlehem.
Great technique. He's
a beast. He's a savage.
excellent coaches, I have to say. Great guys, JM and Zach.
That's a beautiful.
Great guys, JM and Zach.
Veritable dream team of killers.
He's a beast. He's a savage.
Zach from 10th Planet Bethlehem.
10th Planet Bethlehem. It's 10th Planet Bethlehem. It's a bit.
Great technique.
It's 10th Planet Bethlehem.
War. It's war. I wanted to start the podcast off with a little Bob Marley, but what's up, everybody? Zach's Corner, episode 17. You know what? I gotta turn the freaking dryer off because that is gonna be loud as hell in the background. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I had to turn the dryer off. That's I'm adulting and multitasking and doing all this stuff. Doing a little jiu-jitsu laundry, drinking a coffee, recording the podcast. Just doing mad stuff out here in the trap. So what's up? Thank you guys for listening. I'm getting a bunch of downloads and a bunch of interest in the podcast, so I appreciate that. No, I don't know. I just did this for fun, and now my brother was saying, I can't believe we're up to 17 episodes already, and that's pretty dope in my opinion. Like getting up, did I say 17? Yeah, number 17. So it's cool. It's cool to have all this stuff out there, and I'm just trying to, be really mindful of what I say on here because it could affect someone in a certain way. I don't mean to, be preachy or anything like that. Like I said, I'm always going to speak from experience and stuff I've either been through or had to deal with in the past. So, or that I'm learning right now. Cause like, this is an interesting point in my life where, like I said, when I was a kid, I remember I talked about this on other podcasts when I was a kid, really wasn't into learning, much, martial arts and stuff like that. But I really wasn't into learning other things that didn't have to do with, video games or martial arts or sports. And now that I'm older, I'm interested in learning in a lot of stuff, learning about my body, learning about my health, how the body works, all the stuff when it comes to, not just physical, but also mental too. Like I'm doing a lot of research on that. Like we have my friend Joey Hoss is going to be teaching a Wim Hof method seminar out here, really getting interested in the breathing techniques and the mental aspect of it, and also JM really getting into body weight exercises and stuff. So I've been in the gym doing a little lifting, about to go there right now after this. So and I don't do much. I just do some pull-ups, some dips, a couple things with the dumbbells, and I warm up my legs. And then I really got the gym membership for the sauna because if you've listened to the Joe Rogan podcast, I'm sure you've heard him talk about sauna. He's always in the sauna, and then I always liked it too, but I always just thought it was a warm-up / weight cutting tool, but it's really good for your body to warm it up like that. And I can't explain it, but if you just search Dr. Rhonda Patrick on YouTube, you can find a lot out about saunas. And me and my wife found out that in Nordic countries, they have saunas built into most of their houses. I think like 80 or some 75% of homes have just saunas in your house. I'm pretty sure Grace has one in her house, so that's something eventually, when I have a basement and a bigger place, I'm definitely going to look into that, getting a sauna. Even if we end up getting a bigger school, I'd love to put a sauna in there too. But for now, I'll just use the disgusting one at the gym. But it is not that disgusting, Steel Fitness. Less disgusting than LA Fitness. So there is that. But there's probably going to be a shorter podcast today. I've been hitting around, usually half hour, 45 minutes, something like that. But I'm really busy. I got a lot of stuff, but I wanted to get this in there before we leave for California. Again, I got a whole ton of trips coming up. I'm super blessed to just be out here grinding in the trap, and that's one reason why I work so hard. I'm not really into just sitting back and thinking things are going to come for me. And, I'm not one of those guys that's out here. I will complain about things. Obviously, I'm human, but I'm not going to be complaining. If I'm not out there getting it, it's because I'm not either jamming my face in someone's face and letting them know, hey, I'm here, or, I'm not making myself available. So, the grind, and just doing things and like taking ourselves out of our comfort zone is what really is bringing us these opportunities, I feel. Even back in the day, me and JM used to always have these conversations, but where we would sit around and we would like, all right, I hope someone comes to the school and signs up. Okay, maybe, right? Weird flex, but generally people aren't just going to show up at your door. Maybe eventually, but the reason why they show up at your door is because you go out there and you figure out how to get them, right? That's what I'm learning big time. Even back then, when we both first quit our jobs and we'd have nothing to do all day, and I know some of our guys are going to be in these situations, and some of you guys are in this situation as we speak. You're going to go out there, and I want you to, like, instead of sitting around and hoping and praying someone and wishing for someone to come, you go out there and get it. You go out there with flyers. You go out there with whatever you got to do, doing events and shit. Like, we're getting that back going again. We're getting the events because summer's coming up, so starting to look into the events. Also, you just go out there and you just go out and go to somewhere where you haven't been, or you just explore, and good things always happen. Sometimes if you sit around the house, nothing's happening. Joey Diaz says this all the time, dog, nothing's happening at the house. There ain't nothing happening from your couch, dog. And you could do a lot of I end up getting caught in the social media trap and Instagram and Facebook, and I'm really promoting stuff. Like, I'm not just fooling around looking at people's, random stuff. Like, I'm really like promoting the business and stuff, but I get caught in that trap too. And when I go out, something happens. Like, sometimes I just sit around too long. I'm just like, you know what? I got to go to the gym, or I got to get out, walk the dogs, take them for an extended walk, go down to the park, throw the ball around or something like that. And just to change it up. But me and JM would go out like back in the day when we first quit our jobs, and we would make something happen. One time he got a job the day we went out. We got a couple of students. I'm pretty sure Big Dom came from there. I'm pretty sure Garrett maybe, from dropping off flyers, like going out and talking to people and just, getting in the community and being known in your area, which is cool. So, getting out there and making it happen. Then once you get into a little groove, like now, we just competed. So going out there and doing a competition, it puts eyes on us. Guys are like, wow, these dudes are, they're posting all over Instagram, and, they're flexing hard, going, traveling and training all over the place. And that helps too, stepping out of your comfort zone, going out to another school and training and rolling with the guys and seeing how they train, and just losing or getting your back taken or something, you know what I mean? Just getting out there and doing it, and like I said, the competition, that puts eyes on us. And you know what? I competed against a guy, and now we're going to be teaching a seminar at their school. Really awesome. So that's another seminar date. So I don't have to just rattle off a million dates all the time. If you just go on Instagram, check me out, Zach Meslany. I have all the seminar dates up there. I'm always putting the flyers up and stuff if you scroll back. But March 10th, we're going to be at Animals MMA in Yonkers. I feel like a Jada Kiss out there, and the Locks, going down to Yonkers. Who knows? Maybe teaching us some jiu-jitsu, maybe, I don't know, robbing somebody or something. I'm just kidding. But seriously, thank you to the guys over at Animals MMA. I'm pumped to come to that. So if anyone's in the area wants to come through, just DM me for that. I'm pretty sure they're only doing pre-registrations, but I know a guy who knows a guy, so I'll probably be able to get you in. But yeah, we're going there. We got going to 10 Planet Long Island. We're going to Marshall Way MMA, 10 Planet Newton, and we're going to, where else are we going to? We're going to Washington, D.C., and Flux. We're going to all these dates. We're booked in March. We're starting to book some dates in April. We were just taught an awesome seminar at the Rat Pack. Really excited for Nick Maskington and all the whole crew out there. Here's my dog Ziggy coming to look at me right here. What do you want, buddy? Ziggy is such a good boy. He went out and we actually took him for his first, come here, buddy. We took him for his first grooming, and he did really well. He did not want me to leave. He was like scratching at the door trying to get out and get away from the lady, but he did really good, so we're proud of him. We're proud of our young lad, Ziggy. Speaking of young lads, shout out to JP Davis, one of our purple belts, 10 Planet Beatdown purple belt. JP just having a baby. I know he listens to the podcast all the time, so wanted to shout him out and the fam. Glad his wife is doing good and everything, so I'm excited for them. Shout out to everybody. What's next? Man, I got like a list of shit that I got to do before we leave, but man, I'm just so excited. We're flying out to California again. A couple things on that, traveling. I love traveling if you can afford it, if you can, raise the money. And like I said, if you're in my type of business, the jujitsu slash, martial arts business, the coaching business, like these are things that I have to do. Like if I just stay in my little school back home, that's as big as we're going to get. But I need to, especially when we have students and, my partner compete at a high level, like we got to get out there and keep doing it and just keep learning and just keep, growing and getting better and picking up some big wins. And the divisions are going to be stacked. Obviously, these are 80cc trials. If you know anything about that, it's going to be stacked to the gills. But, I believe for sure these guys can take it and they can, if they don't take the whole thing, that they're definitely going to do very well. JM, Gabe in the same division, the one, I don't even know, 145, 66 kilograms or something like that. And then Thor, I believe, is in the 97 kilograms. I forget. I don't know. I don't know kilograms, schmilligrams, but I know that it's like 180, 90, something like that. So there's some tough guys. Quentin Rosenweig and, obviously dudes are coming out for ADCC. So I'm just excited to see, I'm going to be coaching this time. My back has been sore and it's tough for me to make that flight and then compete within a day or two. I'm going to do it when we go to the UK. Like me and JM later this summer are going to be going to London and competing in a tournament out there called Battle Grapple and representing the world team versus the UK. And I'm gonna grin and bear and do it then, but I'm only gonna be in one match. ADCC, like obviously it could just be one match if I get my ass kicked in the first round, but I feel like I'd be prepared. I'm not gonna go in with the mindset like I'm just gonna go out there and dog it and then just lose by points because I didn't try hard because I don't want to get hurt. But if I knew I had the mindset, and I talked about a lot about mindset last week, if I had the mindset to go out there and just do one match and get out of there, like I don't think that's good representation of my skills and my team. Like I come out, if I go out to a tournament, I plan on trying to win the whole thing, and I don't think I could do numerous matches in a row. ADCC definitely the young man's game, so shout out to guys that are 35 and over still out there doing ADCC. But I'll fly out to the UK and do 1 6-minute match or 1 8-minute match or something like that. But I can't be prepared to be out there wrestling dudes for 3 rounds in a row. That's going to be tough. But JM and Gabe, animal beasts, they can handle it. Same thing with Thor. So I'm going to go out there, shout out the whole West Coast crew. Hopefully we get some training in. Hoping to pop by 10th Planet HQzel, see the man himself, the Twister, Eddie Bravo, and Marvin D. Cerberus, Castell, Ray, and Cece, who are going to be moving out here. My main dog, Jeremiah, and the whole goon squad out there, and see the whole crew. And then I'm going to try to swing by Master John Jock Machado's on Friday, possible. Try to bring the crew over there. Do a little throw the gi pants on, but still not a gi top. But, if John Jock asked me to do gi, there's a couple of guys that they're like, hey, bro, listen, carayu, I really want you to do gi. I would say, okay, fine. I would do it for Hanato. I would do it for John Jock. I would do it for, I did a seminar at Unity with Murillo. If a high level dude, like someone I respect, is like, hey, bro, I want you to do gi for this thing or whatever, I would do it. I mean, it's not my thing. Maybe one day when I get older or something, but the guys were like, even the guys at Unity, like, what are you doing, gi now? I'm like, I'm doing gi this second, but I'm not doing gi. Like right now, I'm just, my sights are set on so many other things. I don't have time for that. But it was interesting to learn. I learned some really cool stuff from Murillo Santana when I was there. And I think I borrowed one of his gis, which was really cool. So, anywho, I just feel blessed to be able to travel out to California. And, the one downside of traveling is you miss your family. So, and especially when I'm gone, like since I don't have a real job, I do a lot of things like, during the day, and then those things don't get done. So like a lot falls on my wife, and she's a beast for handling everything while I'm gone here, with taking care of the house and or the apartment and going to the school and making sure that is not destroyed and taking care of our babies, Merlot and Ziggy over here. And, it's a lot. And then when she works during the day and then she's going to come home and do stuff for me too. And then, the dogs, I don't want them to be in the crate all day. That's bullshit. So like my mom or my sister have to come over and let them out. And it's like a whole thing. And then at the school, shout out to everybody at the school. Everybody, all these guys on the come up, Quinn, Dev, Zach Edwards, Laura's going to be teaching a class. Aiden's teaching a class. Like we got a whole, George teaches. Like we got a whole slew of people that are just teaching class at the school that basically take care of it while we're gone. The place almost runs itself, which is awesome. So, and, I want to be out there this time coaching these guys and really trying to do my best and concentrate on them. I feel like I do a pretty good job of going back and forth of being a coach, coaching guys at a high level. And at, me and JM just took off a Saturday and went to a tournament and coached a bunch of our kids. And, I love doing that too. Like, I feel like I'm always going to be a part of it somehow, even when I get older and I start, maybe doing other things, or hopefully, maybe my career takes a different turn, when I can't, go full bore in the gym all the time. Maybe I'm just coaching all the time, or maybe I'm just running a couple of schools. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I become some type of Elon Musk figure where I start making contraptions and building things that could, change the world. I don't know, right? But I'm keeping an open mind about it. But I really feel like no matter what I do, I'm always going to be involved with, the students at the school. And me and JM, we got big plans. I want to reveal them all, but we're working on that. So finishers tournaments coming up. That's dope. A lot of our guys compete, and I was just peeping the divisions, and they're stacked. They're stacked with not just good guys, but they're stacked with a lot of people trying to practice sub only. And that's the main goal, is to just, get sub only. Obviously, we want to make a little bit of money out of it, but me, I'm going to make, we don't make anything. We lose money on the pro event, but I'm going to take my portion that I make, whatever it may be. It's not Kip Kolar money, but I'm going to send that money to, purchase more mats and reinvest back into business, because that's what we're doing now. Right now, I'm trying to flip it. I'm trying to cut it up, cook it, and flip it, the whole nine. Whatever Young Jeezy does with it, that's what I want to do. So I want to get that cash, if you feel me. So, but the way you do that is, investing your money properly and not taking insane risks, but taking risks that, could pay off. But if you don't take any risk, you ain't going to do anything. Like I said, remember, staying home on the couch, nothing's happening. You got to get out there and make it happen, put in work. And, Theo Von would say, get in there, or whatever he says, right? So what else? Well, we're at 17 minutes already. I know I got to walk the dogs. I got to do so much stuff today. I could just ramble on for hours, but what else is going on? I think that's pretty much it for now. Like I said, get out there and do it, man. Get out there and make it happen. Like I don't want to go. I want to go to California, but I don't want to leave my dogs and leave my wife and, my family and and the school. I don't want to leave everybody there either. I miss my girl when I'm gone, and I miss my baby. So I don't want to. It sucks leaving, but I know it's something that we got to do, and it's only 4 days, but it's just, it helps us so much business wise, and going out there and competing and stuff. That's what we do. You want to be a jiu-jitsu fighter. Well, you got to fight jiu-jitsu. And this is like some of the guys said, this is one of the biggest stages. Like ADCC it's maybe not our exact tournament style that we're built for, but we're going to be there. Like Finisher Squad will be there, like G.I. Joe back in the day. So shout out to Bob Marley. Praise him in the Most High. Haile Salas, or whatever they used to say, I think was their guy. Look into if you guys never looked up reggae and the Rastafarian religion, look it up. It's pretty interesting. They thought some pretty crazy stuff, but they also think that the cannabis plant it's from the earth. It's good for you and mental clarity and the whole nine. So Bob Marley said it, not me. But if you got one, light one up for Bob Marley, and happy birthday to him. Shout out to all you guys, Zach's Corner. This podcast got a couple of sponsors. And, I'll talk about it real quick. Death Set New York, right? Check them out. Death Set Apparel, Lanky Fight Gear, Inverted Gear, freaking Black Belt CBD, Vape Bright, your mama, everything. Peace!
Black Belt CBD has you covered for all your training needs. CBDs are all the hype right now because of their natural way to reduce inflammation and pain. Black Belt CBD has CBD protein powder, pre-workout, capsules, Zach's favorite muscle rub, and many more products. Go to blackbeltcbd.com and use promo code FINISHERS at checkout for 25% off.
Hey everybody, this is Paul Maslaney, Zach's little brother. Some of you may know me, a lot of you probably don't, but that's okay too. I am Zach's podcast producer for Zach's Corner. I'm not the producer for Finishers. I produce podcasts for multiple shows, I am starting my own startup called PRM Productions. Anyone who's interested in starting their own podcast, producing a podcast, they need a podcast producer, they need someone to help them with audio for anything. I do a little bit of video production with it. We can get audio tracks and stuff up onto YouTube. It can also help out, there's one-time deals. We could do hourly rates. I have packages. They're all custom built depending on what you want and what you need. I can help with one episode. I can help sign on for a whole season. It's whatever you're looking for. Maybe you just want me to show you how to do the basics and help you launch your podcast. Then you can take over and do everything on your own. If you would like to hear any of my other work, I've produced all 3 seasons of a podcast called Leadership in Tech. The links for all of this will be in the show notes. I also produced another podcast called The Success Factor with Hernani Young. That was a short-lived podcast. He was trying to convert his book into a podcast, which isn't a bad idea, but I don't think he had the time for it. But any of you who want to make recording a podcast a priority, I could show you how to do it yourself, help you get started. I could help you run it and produce it if you want a professional quality podcast. But so you record your episode. A lot of people start off, they record 1 episode a week. Just tell me what you want done, and I will return to you your finished product. I can get it up. I can get it online. Do your show notes. I can convert it to YouTube. I can get it on multiple platforms. There's other services are available as well. This is my first promo I'm releasing. You just give me the secret passcode. Finish him. Finish him. And we will finish it together at a discount with that promo code. Reference the show notes for my email address to contact me for an estimate, as well as for several links. Or if you want to reach out to me right away, my email is paul@salt.io. That's PAUL at SALT.io. Peace!